Day 17. Am I my brother's keeper? The story behind this phrase involves the first two brothers recorded in human history, Cain and Abel. The two brothers are born to Adam and Eve. Cain was a farmer, and Abel raised livestock. They both bring offerings to God. Cain chooses some vegetables from his harvest to bring an offering. Abel brought the very best of his livestock as an offering to God. God accepted Abel's offering and rejected Cain's. In his anger, Cain murdered his brother. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that Cain killed his brother over something like that. In one sense, it proves that when sin enters one's heart, they are prone to do irrational things. After murdering his brother, God stepped in and began a conversation with Cain. Here is that conversation. Genesis chapter 4, verse 9. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel, your brother?" He said, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" What's fascinating is the first time that this term is used has nothing to do with the way we use it today. Cain was being cynical, showing no regard or genuine concern for his brother. After all, he had just killed him. This is very different, the exact opposite of the spirit with which we use the phrase today, which is to look out for your brother and your sister. The Bible has a lot to say about this topic. Here are a few scriptures that speaks to this point. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. Keep on loving each other as brothers and sisters. 1 John chapter 3 verses 13 through 16. Do not marvel, my brethren, if the world hates you. We know that we have passed from death to life because we love the brethren. He who does not love his brother abides in death. Whoever hates his brother is a murderer, and you know that no murderer has eternal life abiding in him. By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us, and we also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. 1 John chapter 4, 19 through 21. We love him because he first loved us. If someone says, "I love God," and hates his brother, he's a liar. For he who does not love his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God he has not seen? And this commandment we have from him, that he who loves God must love his brother also. There are many verses in the Bible about loving each other, caring for each other, looking out for each other's interests. Far too many to fit into one devotional. Jesus summed it up best in Mark chapter 12, verse 31. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these. This is the heart and crux of the matter. In fact, Jesus said in John 13 and 35 that the identifying mark for everyone who is his disciple will be the way you love one another. This must always be the driving force of your heart, to always display true brotherly love towards one another. So when you see your brother or sister absent from the church and may have drawn back the giving of their time, their talents, and their resources, do you seek them out to find out why? Do you encourage them about the importance of not forsaking the assembly, even so much as we see the day approaching? As you see one another throughout this year over a cup of coffee, over lunch, a social event, hanging out, or whatever it may be, do you take a spiritual roll call of who is present there with you but was not present in the assembly on Sunday? Yes, you are your brother's keeper.